fit in close to us. So just very close. Make a very close one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see the person
Now,
in front of me.
please,
Should I friend him?
just go behind Kraker.
He's just open his avatar.
That's weird.
Open
Okay,
his avatar.
now I'm gonna ask you guys something.
wait,
Please,
no,
everybody
no.
takes 2 steps
31.
to the right.
0.31 is what we're up to now.
Yeah, but 2 steps to the right.
Yeah, then you should probably be fine. I don't get why you're having that issue.
No,
It's just I can't post.
Oh, what's the issue?
Is it good?
Yep. Also, my mom fucking said to not fucking stream in the house. That would be hard.
Oh, got the lag. The lag.
Yeah, people are joining.
I don't have any lag at the moment.
Joining, you'll be lagging a little.
Here it comes.
Yeah, me neither.
The armies.
Just stay in your places. Don't move.
Yep, I'm just gonna do
Yeah, stay in your places, everyone.
That is a
I don't
very
want anyone to
floaty
move or
function.
do some shit like
He just died.
Да, я слышал.
Bro, I swear to God, why is my controller drifting all the time?
Hey, Gustav! Gustav!
Yeah.
Yo, Goose, line up your people whenever you can. Just leave like one person space in between them and then line up yours. So you should be able to fit.
Everyone,
It's
make
fine
a
if you go a
column
little bit
formation.
better.
Everyone, make a column formation. Very much line up a person behind him. So Chirumi, go in front. Chirumi, go in front.
Lagging out for me. Except when
Okay. Commander Park. I want you to line up behind him. So line up behind Commander Park.
Oh God, the lag. Oh.
Rouse, run up over here. No, Rouse. No, Rouse. You are behind Rouse.
Actually, to be honest, the lag is not that bad.
No,
To be honest.
when people load
No, but
in,
it's actually pretty good.
it's hard. But when it's done, it's really
Lower striker, line up over
For
here.
me, it's really
I
bad.
should optimize all my wars like this.
Arcane, line up
For
over
me, it's
here.
like I have like
What do I have like?
20 FPS.
The flags are still kind of
Actually,
broken.
Kawe, since you're here, line up. Yep. Just line up behind. If you line up over here, you'll be behind Kawe.
Ouch.
There we go.
If I look away,
Make
then
a
I
space.
have
Make it go back. More.
That's a good story. I like RT.
Bit more.
I mean, it's working. So.
There we
I'm,
go.
I'm gonna commit suicide and
Misty, you can
show all
line up over
avatars.
here.
Just too
What the
goddamn lazy.
fuck, bro?
And I have it all showing as well.
I'm alive.
I'm a decent 40 FPS, so I'm all showing.
Yeah, I find that hilarious.
Fucking have a desktop PC, that's why I actually have it.
Luckily, I got my new GPU today.
What's up? I thought you had a PC
Yeah,
this whole
I do
time.
have a laptop, dumbass. Fuck off.
Oh, no.
Shit the bed in some places. That's fine.
How? Fucking dying.
I'm having 16 frames.
Darren, I'm ready when you are. Pretty much, my man is ready.
Yep, okay. Do you want to do a salute to each other, as we did in the last joint event we did a while ago?
I disabled 9 plates and
I think it would be preferable.
Yeah.
Okay then. Ottoman Empire, left face!
First Imperials, attention! Raise your arms!
Just you know,
Oh.
you should maybe turn.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Make a left.
Right, Marshall, right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This is gonna be great.
Right face. There you go. This should work. Okay,
Raise your
Ottoman
arm.
Empire, raise your arm!
Also, currently in source, we're about to have our
For the people, for the fatherland.
anniversary in about
For the people,
For the
Fatherland.
For glory and eternal state!
For glory and eternal state.
Nice.
May raise down your arms. Now Ottoman Empire. Left face. Hey, yo, gotcha. Now about face. This is called hideous work.
First Imperials. Turn on your left.
You could have just
Left
said front
face.
face.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I would like ask every high ranking except of the leaders. Actually, everybody of the high rankings that is not making a speech, just stand on here on this part, or for the first Imperial ones, just stand on the other side. I would like CO and up, preferably. Like commissioned officer and up. I'd appreciate them to be still on the stage because they are high rankings. So it would be on either side.
Ellie, step forward since you're an officer cadet. Chilumi would be highest ranking, so Chilumi step forward. Last and foremost, Rouse. Step forward. That's the 3 highest ranking in the first Imperial.
There you go. Yeah, Gustav, if you want to start with your speech.
Thank you, I will appreciate it. Okay, I was preparing for this one. Okay. Greetings, the people of the Ottoman Empire, the first Imperial Guards. Today we kind of have been gathered for this special occasion, for this special event. A ceremony for remembrance of the old community, which it and would have been for some reason where it kind of all started from beginning and to the end. I know some here who's part of the Greater Finland, which it all has started, alongside with the support of the Ottoman Empire, which started the big community and a good start for the Greater Finland. Although I'm kind of saddened that kind of how it kind of all ended. Like how it all started from, it was too rushed. It was kind of more pressuring people into the leadership positions, roles, which at the times we required someone to step up and take these responsibilities that we, in the Greater Finland times, we looked forward to. As at that time, it was very stressful for me in the Greater Finland days, as I was constantly worried for the community and for the old Greater Finland what I have represented. But the one thing I will say, I am eternally grateful for our good allies of the Ottoman Empire here who've been standing before us today, and I'm most internally respectful for my own men here, as I have came in a long road and I have came here show appreciation of the people of the Ottoman Empire, and most importantly people who was helping there. As I wish to say big thank you to people who was supporting me. As I wish to say most importantly big thank you to people who was there helping me, supporting me, but most importantly my old friends, old camarades who was there during in Greater Finland days. A lot of people is here, and a lot of old people as well too, who've been here in this community for probably 5 years or longer, but myself, I've been here for 4 years and a half, serving and still helping the people, but as well making it a good place for the waifu community. Mainly representing the first, but as well respectfully and thank you for the Ottoman Empire as well, supporting in the first Imperials as well. And I wish to say big thank you to my old friends as well. When at the time, when the community almost got fallen, community got destroyed by some individuals who wish to see destruction and wish to ruin the purpose what I built for, I worked so hard alongside with my good friends here. And I will say here, a good people who stand before me, and a good people who's in Ottoman Empire. Which my old friends here, I'm very thankful you've been there until the end. I would not succeeded where I would be there back then. I just hoped I could have done better. I just hoped I could have done better on that day. I have learned from the mistakes I have done, and I have learned to apologize, which to the people, which it was very difficult for me from the very beginning, but I have learned quite a lot in this journey. And I have learned a lot of good people here who stand before me. I'm thank you people here. To this day, who supports the First Imperial, the members. I wish some officers would be here, but obviously, IRL comes to the first before the community. But I am thankful for people who's still here, standing before me, supporting this community, and making a better place for people here who's with me today. I'm making a better place for everyone. I have the deepest gratitude for First Imperials, for the Ottoman Empires, especially for the higher ups here. And as the leader of the First Imperials, I am very grateful for this invitation. I look forward to, in the future, cooperations and perhaps maybe even joint operations, which that's something I put in decline for quite some time. But I look forward to that the Ottoman peoples and the First Imperials work together along side by side, preserving the peace, prosperity between one another, between both different people and factions. But most importantly, keeping up the good friendship in the end. Thank you, the First Imperials, and thank you, the Ottoman people, who will be standing before me. First Imperials, raise your arm. I would be grateful if the Ottoman empires would be doing the same as well for this instance.
Alright.
You can guys give a command to the Ottoman Empire troops as you're
Alright.
the one leading the whole thing.
Ottoman Empire, raise your arms.
First Imperials, for the people, for the fatherland.
For the people, for the fatherland.
Ottoman Empire, for glory in eternal state.
For glory and eternal state.
At ease. Thank you, Ottoman Empire. Thank you, First Imperials. Gazi, do you wish to say on this stage?
I have the feeling that we are missing a certain Romanian man. If I'm not wrong.
He has crashed.
That's the second time.
Yes, the time.
Oh god. Maybe we should wait.
I mean, I assume so.
Well, we're gonna a little bit few setbacks. That's what happens if he tries to record.
I mean, he rushed the map, so
Yeah, you rushed them.
Yeah.
he's the mech brain and he's the one crashing.
No, part the fact that the archives lazy. That's what it is.
The only one for us is missing is Arkel.
Yeah, archives related S for university. The CV.
Hmm.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, archive.
First Imperials or high-ranking officers who stands before me, do you wish to say on this informant day anything in here that I guess you have prepared for?
No, Philosopher.
Alright. So I'll just go for it then.
Well,
Yeah, Caleb?
I would like to say, but I don't want to say anything after the Ottomans or the Ottoman. What was his name?
Agreed.
Very well.
Darian. I wish to be respectful in that case.
I will
Very
speak
well.
after they have spoken.
Okay. I got some information that the power on the power of the Baroness just go off. So yeah.
Rip.
That
Wow.
Oh, that will cause a complications then. Well, Gazi, well, since Kandarian is not here, would you then perhaps say to my people, or perhaps your people as well? It would be important as a leader of the Ottoman Empire as well. You can take a stage.
Alright. I'll just. Alright, how should I start? I have a few words to say for this special day. My first experience of RP community started with firstly on the Greater Finland back in the day, and I improved myself there and just doing everything I could and being the best, or not even so, trying to get experience from it and start doing my own, like right now, and being the leader of the community is not that easy, as well as I can also say for my old friend here who was also the leader of the community and I was in. It was a good day and also very fun day that we had. And when I start this, I wasn't very confident, but my friend helped me so much and supported me to do so. And the whole progression is improved, and now we're here as allies, as friends, and as comrades, as my old friend said. So, first of all, thanks for you all coming this special day. I really appreciate you all that you're being here. That really made me happy and us as well. I can only say this, that I wasn't really sure that my group will become this too much accomplished about this, but I'm really happy to see these days are really good for both of us, and well, hopefully this whole friendship and alliance will go further and more in the future. will be more gratefully improved and be very. I don't know the word that I'm going to say, but that's all I can say for this special day. So yeah, that's all I can say.
For the people of the fatherland.
Full glory in eternal state. Thanks, Brody.
Thank you, Gazi. Maybe your Imperial wish to say a few words. It doesn't have to be long like mine. So just a few words you wish to say. But respect
I
for
don't
the
really have
Greater
anything.
Finland.
I guess everything has been already said, so that I would have said. So, yeah.
Thomas? Very well. Then I'm just gonna do a few things then I guess, since probably very technical issues we're still having.
Okay, Darin said it's kind of gonna take a while to fix. That's what he said.
Yeah, I figured. Then should we proceed without him then?
I mean, we don't really have another choice, do we?
No, we don't. I guess we have to proceed then. Thank you for Ottoman Empires. Well, I hope kind of Darren would be here, kind of say on his behalf as well, but technical issues, so that's understandable.
Darin said wait for 5 minutes and then I can say something else.
Very well then.
Just give information.
We shall wait for 5 minutes, then I guess I'll just bring the few things I would wish to say. From the Greater Finland days, everyone who was there in that time. As I will mention pretty loud and clearly. Very common choice I've been told. Many people been telling me, do you regret it? Creating it? And I will say no. I do not. As I have came to a lot of experience, I came to a lot of good people. I have met some of you here, some of you haven't. But mainly I pointed out some old members who've been. As I will say this confidently, that I will not regret any hour or time I've been spending on the Greater Finland, people I've been talking to, people who was there to support this day. And same thing applies to the first Imperial as I created it. As I look forward to, for the first, to kind of put in that idea what I had there in the Greater Finland, the uniforms, the way how we do things, but most importantly, do better, of course. With my knowledge, with the skills I do bring into the table to the people, but as well for the allies as well. As I say to myself is, I always will make the world perfectly clear. I fight, I rise up, if every time I fall, and every time if I fail, I rise up from my mistakes, and I again keep fighting, until for the bitter end. Until there was no hope what I do. Oh god, I'm not your question like crazy. As I will say, and especially for the Ottoman empires as well, keep up the good work, keep up the hard work you put in here. Same thing with everyone in here. Make your leaders proud. Inspire your own men. Inspire your own people as well. As we live every day, some of us look for a little bit of inspiration, but as well a hope. A hope for doing better, but as well improving things as well.
Hee hee.
We have a mute.
That's good. I know, I have noticed that. But I'm kind of like lagging like crazy for some reason. I don't know why I'm crashing though.
No, take your time.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But yeah. But most importantly, battle brothers and battle sisters here. For the Ottoman Empire's on side as well, take care of each other. Because only people we can rely on is each other as brothers and sisters as well. You got each other backs. You cover each other backs.
Okay.
Good or bad, horrible, bad times, and Jesus.
Right. Gustav. You, Marshall. Right, as a whole. Oh.
Flag
Oof.
stricken.
Yeah, the subject as well crashed. I think it will take it will take one at a time.
Oh my
The
god.
crash,
no.
the crash monster. Okay, so subject is back.
Subject is back. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can go back. Go back to the yeah.
Go back to the
Go back
line.
to yeah. Go back. Okay.
Points.
Yes, second.
What the heck?
Points.
The first Imperial are tall boys. Scary.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yes, I'm here.
You
wanna get picked up?
Been so quiet for so long.
I could pick all of you. Well, I could pick one of you up.
How do you think I feel? I'm so tiny. Everyone's scary to me. Fuck
You're a
that.
kid. Shut up.
Shut up now. Stop. Tiny calling me a child.
You're a child.
Gustav is back. Gustav is back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Everyone. Come on. Come on.
Holy shit, really?
Come on.
God,
Face
I
forward.
fucking hate VR shit. That's why I
On
don't
March
play this part.
25th, my group's gonna have a 2-year anniversary.
You were not the only one who got taken subject as well. We got taken by the monster of Crash.
Since it was released on Steam, so you can imagine how long it was.
Word of good
Oh, year
advice for
2017.
developers. No matter what you do for optimization, it's still like
2017.
shit. Fuck VR, period.
That's just in a nutshell.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Well, as I literally got interrupted by Monster of the Crash, excuse me here. But most importantly, as I was about to conclude it, take care of each other. As I'm sure in the Ottoman Empire, well, at least what I call it, the Ottoman family. Trustful, taking care of each other, and treating each other as brothers. Funny jokes, but most importantly, taking care of each other from good or bad times. on the Ottoman Empire side, I would just say on my own experience that the great leaders here before he stands here always got each other backs, always got your back. I can tell you my own experience, they got my back in the Greater Finland times, so I'm sure these four here, good people, smart people, but most importantly, are good friends. Will carry you if it's needed. Far or beyond.
Turn his back.
He is here.
Oh, finally, the remaining guy is here. And this way we will conclude.
He's freezing every 2 steps.
He's loading everybody in.
Come on.
I'm
Give him time,
straight
give him
up
time.
gonna stop the my
You got this.
my whole power and in the fucking.
You're on the wrong mic,
Oh
I
god,
think.
hold on.
Wrong
I
mic.
know.
Oh my
I
god.
know.
Crash. Don't crash.
Civilians here who are making the loading a bit harder, probably.
Darian, you good?
Darian, put your security on maximum.
Hey, should I break the RPG?
Safety mode.
Do you need a medic?
Safety mode, that's for
Interesting
bitches.
to be technically
Oh, there you go.
Safety mode immediately lags.
creation
Oh god, okay.
realize.
I'm back. So,
There we go.
I suppose I can go at it. I hope. Yes. There you go, I'm too small. Boys, okay. I bleed. Well, to give you a reason why I fucked up is because my whole power in the fucking house, boom, gone. Water fell on the fucking cables through the fucking heating of the house. Yes, I love it.
From this fucking. Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Come on, let's go down.
I want to kill.
Oh, God.
Everybody's laughing here and I'm getting raped, bro.
Come on, now.
Now, okay, I may lag a little, but I'm still gonna continue with my shit. Please don't try to crush me, or your mom is very gay, and yes, that's it. Now, okay, so I'm also recording this, so Gustav can see it compared to his speech that I cannot see. Sad. Now, okay, so boys, as you guys know, I was part of the Greater Finland. Yeah. If anybody does remember of that, and I was there for about a year and a half, something like that. Can't quite remember. My dates are very, very uncertain. Let's call them like that. Now, the Greater Finland was a special place to me and still is. To be honest, the Greater Finland was a group unlike any other, and the Greater Finland was the group that introduced me into this sphere. And I wanted to thank Gustav for making it, but as you guys see,
He's dead.
basically.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Gustav's back. Oh, good. Perfect. Hold on. Give him time.
Give the old man time.
I hate Beatrice.
Yeah, no, I hate it too.
We all hate it.
Hello.
Common agreement.
Oh,
Yes.
hello there.
Yes, I was just about to thank you for making the Greater Finland. So, I'm just gonna run through that. I was just about saying that Greater Finland was a very special group to me, and it wouldn't have been a thing without you, so thank you for making it, mate. And to be honest, thank you for introducing me to the VR chat sphere, to be honest. But, yeah, that was more to the past. Now, to have a little bit of talk about the future and about right now, you guys see on the flags right there, we have from left to right the Coalition, the Ottoman Empire, First Imperial, and the old Greater Finland flag. Now, there's a reason why I added this flag. The Alpine Union, because it represents the future, what we are trying to do now and what will probably extend into the future, Ottoman Empire and First Imperial, what is the present, and then the past on the complete other side, that is the Greater Finland, where we all originated from, because both First Imperial and the Ottoman Empire, along with some few groups that have sadly died and merged, or kinda merged into the Ottoman Empire, right? The Alpini representing the Regio Esercito that was out of the Greater Finland and died, and the Third Lancashire that is representing in a way or the other involuntarily the RWB or the Royal Rifles of Britannia. That again was the basically group that came after Greater Finland in the same Discord, but it had to end as well to make path for a new future. Now, I don't want anybody to cry at my shit, right? The past was the past, it was sad, everything had to end. But without the past, there will be no future. That's what I'm trying to make everybody to understand. Now, Greater Finland may not be a thing, we might not be part of Greater Finland. Hey, fuck it, if we were part of the Greater Finland, look at how many people would be in one group, right? So, you know, the past was the past and now is the future, or the present at the moment, as we would say. You know, I really, really appreciate the fact that the First Imperial and the Ottoman Empire got to have a pretty strong bond between them and got to be in the same coalition and in an alliance together. Because, to be honest, this is kind of the only way I would imagine it perfect things. Or not perfect, but good things. Groups that have been in the past getting together again, even though with their differences, even though we had our differences, even though we had our separate paths in the past, we can communicate. We can talk to each other. We can stand right here on the same stage. We can stand right here in the same world, even though, sorry again, it was made in like 6 hours, so it's not the best world. But you get the point now. This is what VRChat lacks, in my opinion. Communication and bond between people. This is a very big thing that I would like to have in this game in the first place. And to be honest with you, I think we could achieve that. Maybe not on a high scale or on a very big scale, but at the moment as things are looking, we can achieve that. And I want to thank you all, everybody in this instance, everybody, to be honest, that is involved into this stuff. I want to thank them and thank you all for being a part of it and trying to do your best on it. Now, to talk a little bit more on the dialogue and about the Greater Finland, because my part that I want to say is based around the past, but saying about the future. As I said previously, the Greater Finland was a very good place, and a very special place in my heart, especially. But it wasn't perfect. And here is where a little bit of, let's say, more, how should I say? It's a thing that not many would actually either consider or just get in their mind overall. Nothing is perfect. Yes, the Greater Finland was an amazing place. But it wasn't perfect. It had its differences and its bad times. It had its good times, its peak and its low. It's fully fine to be like that. It should be like that. This is how a group should be, good and bad. But the problem is that sometimes, the bad can extend. Sometimes it extended, Greater Finland ended. Now this is how they would say it. But like, in my opinion, as I said, it makes clear path for a new future. Here we are now. Where we are standing, same world. Same, let's say, formation of columns, because at the moment there is 7 columns. 7. Yes, I can still count. Whoa. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most spiritual or the most emotional thing that you would expect, right? But I still want to thank you all for being here. And this was the whole point of this little speech or little intervention that I did. And to thank you all for being who you are in your groups, for doing what you do in your group, for putting your heart and soul into your group, and for being the soldier, or like, as some would say, just the person you want to be in the group. Because after all, fake people are just there. They are just standing, but they ain't gonna get far. They are just there to like being, haha, yes, my mom is a doctor and my cock is large. No, you don't do that. You are yourself, and you are gonna try to be yourself till the end. You may change in time, don't get me wrong. But you have to be yourself. Also, subject, get on the line. Yeah. This is what I want to say.
Stay turret and just line up over there.
So, conclusion is, past is past, future is future, present is present, something that you might have known till now. But here's one thing that I don't like. That is when some people either hide their past or just hate it. You don't have to hate it. I mean, I don't hate the people that do that. I hate the thinking. Because, let's say, right, if I would have done something bad in Greater Finland, I would probably say it out loud and just like say it, because I am not afraid of that. But some people are, and this is where I'm trying to a little bit influence the people of being like, hey, it's your past, you did it. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, you're now better, but you did it. So you have to say it out loud and say, yes, no, I killed your mother or some shit. I don't know, I did that shit, right? I assume myself. And this is where the Ottoman Empire stands at the moment. We are based very much on sincerity and honesty. And as far as I'm concerned, honesty is also a principle of the first Imperial. And these two stuff, if they exist into a group, they are gold. Now, to talk a little bit about the present. Well, there is not much, to be honest. I don't like thinking about the present, but the past and the future, to be honest. But what I can tell you is, just keep up the good work, everybody. It's not just me, not just the CEOs, not just the generals, not just anybody. I say everybody in this instance, keep up the good work. No matter what you have to go through, keep it up. Think of the past as something you value. Think of everything as experience, as something you have done. Better, good. Think of it as this is you. Here is where I'm gonna end my speech, with one simple sentence that I will have to read because I don't know how to speak Finnish. This sentence will be just mainly, let's say, focused on the past, let's say. Even though you might have been or not part of the Greater Finland, you are part of a group that has continuing in the Greater Finland, or like has, let's say, roots in the Greater Finland. So, without any further ado, I hope I'm saying this right, but this basically translates into, should translate, again, Google Translate, it basically should translate into may Greater Finland live, or like, live forever in our heart. So, sur Suomi eklanon ikuisesti sydämissämme. There you go. I hope it's right. I may have
Darian?
butchered that shit.
I can
Yes.
say that. Suur-Suomi elää ikuisesti meidän sydämessämme.
Thank God there is one Finnish that, except of Gustav in this
Two
whole
Finnish.
world.
Me
Who?
and Marshall are the only Finnish people in First
Yeah,
Imperial.
I said except of Gustav. You know. But yes, that's what I'm gonna say. Past, future, keep it in your heart. This is you. This represents you. Now, I want to also thank you for being here. There is this small thing that I should have said at the beginning, but I thought of keeping as a past. I thank you for being here. Veterans, friends, hell, family at this point. Because some consider the VR chat groups as extension of the family, and even the people in VR chat as the extension of the family. So, well, I hope I ain't talking shit all this time, because if I am having just talking shit, like, random ass bullshit, that's also fine. But you get the point. I hope this a little bit transmitted a message to you all. Yeah, that's about it. Now, anybody wants to say anything, actually? Anybody from the public, actually? To be honest, I would like anybody in here to say something. Coco, come up here.
I unfortunately gonna have to go at Greece soon. I'm gonna go, so for now you will take my place then.
Very well.
Wonderful. After that, it will be Social Island, so make sure everything goes well on my behalf.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
My goose.
Goodbye, old friend. Go on and duty.
Brian, dude.
Until for bitter end.
I hope you heard it.
Thank you. You as well.
I will be representing the First Imperial from now on.
Thank you, Coco. You may go back. Now, anybody from the First Imperial wants to say anything? We have two hands in public. Kali and then Mitsuha. So Kali, you go first, and then Mitsuha will say something.
Okay. So, as Marshall's orders, I will be kind of somewhat in his place for now, kind of representing. But either way, in my life, I never thought of military as a proud thing. I always saw military as this brutal murderer type of thing as part of my childhood. But now, for at least a year or maybe 7 months ago, I joined the First Imperials for the first time. And at that point, I had realized my mistake. Don't judge something you've never seen or felt, or haven't heard of. That's a mistake that I did many times, is that I made a mistake for judging something by its cover. Some people here can vouch for that, considering I've done it to them. Some of the First Imperials can vouch for me. Maybe some Ottomans that have seen me before. All I know is that to this day, I have unbelievable respect for everyone here, considering that for my life, I tried to gather a family for the broken one that I had lost for the longest time. It started off small, but then I got here. And I look at this as the proudest thing in my life, because I know people of the first. Some Ottomans I know, and I take it kind of sadly that I don't know more of you. That I didn't take time to socialize with my respective allies that I'm a part of. But some Ottomans I do know, and some Ottomans have helped me, personally, with even First Imperial stuff that I've done before. Even hard times. Marshall is a person who brought me here and gave me friendship, brotherhood, and family. Family is something that I've not had in a while, and I could not be more thankful for every single one of you. Even now, with me having only one hand, I help those who I can. And those who help me, I show respect for them. And I understand that I have my bad side. I understand everyone has their bad side. But that's usual. That's normal. And again, I couldn't be more thankful for the brotherhood and friendship I've gotten from the Ottomans and the First Imperials. But one thing that I will say that it's similar with these two respective groups is that I've heard the saying of Finland, sisu. The word sisu meaning determination, kind of proudness in yourself. That's what I've seen in both of these respective groups. I've seen determination. I've seen the will to move forward in the First Imperial and the Ottomans. That's what these two have in common of unity. Determination and the will to go forward. And no matter what obstacle is in front of us, we will keep going forward and we will keep fighting. And that's more brave than anything I could do alone, or with anyone. Like Arian said, don't hate your past. I'm a person who does, but I speak openly about it. I'm not afraid to say who I am. But for the First Imperials and the Ottomans, I respect every single one of you, and I understand that if you hate me, so be it. That's your opinion. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. And now that I have family, I can finally say that I'm not alone. And that's all because of you guys. I couldn't be more thankful for the First Imperials and the Ottomans. Sincerely, thank you. For every single one of you. And I don't like pointing out names, but for one name I will say out of the Ottomans is over there who I have friended, Klaus Jäger, who is a old friend of mine, who has helped me personally. Other of you Ottomans, I apologize for not knowing you better. I wish I could. I really wish I could. It is, in my way, an apology as much as a thank you for being an ally. But that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Kelly. Also, there was somebody, Mitsuha. Did you raise your arm previously?
Mitsuha.
Come here.
Okay, now you need to go.
Thank you. All right. Now, I know you guys are all probably tired of getting talked to at this point, but I hope you're hanging in there. Thank you so much for all coming. Thank you guys for hosting this. This is a wonderful occasion. Now, I unfortunately didn't ever have a chance to be part of the Greater Finland, but I've heard nothing but good about it. And eventually, as we all know, it did end up splitting. Often, when groups split up, there is room for discourse, for anger and aggression, and if the group is big enough, war. Yet, with the Greater Finland being the group that it was, there was none of this. Instead, we split off into these wonderful groups that we have in front of us today. We have the First Imperial Guard and the Ottoman Empire, who have both, in spite of all this, continued to persevere and grow into wonderful, respectable groups with all their members just aspiring to be the best that they can for their respected groups. These groups, through all of this, have managed to overcome everything, and instead of falling apart, we've grown and we've improved. They mentioned some of the groups have perhaps died out from the Greater Finland, but they didn't disappear. Instead, they were taken in. And that is what we should be proud of. These groups are families. I know the First Imperial. I've been a member of them since late November of 2021, so I've been there for a while. And so I know many of the people there, and they really are family. I was invited, in fact, by one of my closest IRL friends, Chilumi, over here, and I thank you very much for that. And then I look over here at you Ottoman Empire soldiers, who I currently don't know, but I still feel this camaraderie, the familial bond with you, knowing that we all came from the same place originally, and we are all heading to the same place now, as these two groups separate, but still united. So I thank you for all that you've done and all that these groups offer. As we heard with Callie, and he's not the only one, these groups offer family and support for those who need it. I have seen many people firsthand in at least the First Imperial going through horrible things in their life, and because of this group, they have been able to stay. This group has saved lives through the support and love that it offers to its people, and I have no doubt that you are the same. So I thank you. These groups are amazing things beyond that which we could even attempt to comprehend, and they do so much for the people in them. So you should all be very proud of what you are doing, and you are making the people of the Ottoman Empire, the First Imperial, and the former Greater Finland very proud. Thank you.
Hello, John.
Thank you, Mitsuha. Anybody else?
I don't.
I do the sneak.
Yes?
Wait, who's up for me?
Okay, so who said again? Just raise your arm like this. So like this, like this, so it doesn't look soft. You know, there is something funny there that we don't want to do. Okay, so there is Chilumi up, and then there. Okay, so I'll say dragon, then Chilumi. Oh, God, traitor. Oh, Pog. Okay. So there is dragon,
me too.
Chilumi, then. Okay, so dragon, Chilumi, stayed. We are gonna do this many people, and then we are gonna. Yep, I know. I'm counting the fucking people. Motherfucker. So,
Damn Romanian.
Dragon goes up first, then Chilumi, then who was again from the First Imperial? Okay, so stayed, then Lofi, Alperi, you raise your arm?
Ah, yeah. Sadly, I don't have fucking VR, you know.
Okay, and Kraker. Good. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, yes. Oh,
Fucking
so many people.
Darian,
Give them a limit.
What if we make a line behind there for the people who are speaking so that it's easier to know?
Fair enough, boys. Up in here, whoever wants to.
Everyone who wants to speak, go behind over there to the grass, okay? Or no, the behind there, not the grass. But,
Give them a time limit because
PTS.
give an hour if not.
Yeah.
If not.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's make a nice
fine.
2 time. Let's not make it too long.
PTS.
PTS.
Tusha.
Your people.
He can go first. He called PTS before I did.
I don't know.
Could I get dismissed?
Oh yeah, Fry, come with me.
So, Tusha, you want
I was just going to give a heads up. Chilumi and I will be leaving in approximately. We'll need to be dismissed in 24 minutes.
24 minutes. Just tell me when, and then I'll dismiss you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got time, Masaha.
Yeah. After all speeches are done, we'll do socializing and we can all have fun.
We'll also make a picture before. Because, yeah.
Yes.
It's fine. At
I
the
already
break,
made
we
pictures.
will know that we are terrible with speeches. So we'll get this bread.
That's as usual.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wing this. I thought I might as well say something because I've been in the communities for far too long. Maybe not the Greater Finland, but just communities in general. I've known about the Greater Finland for a long time, and I appreciated what they've done when I heard of them.
PTS?
Denied.
Okay.
Keep yourself silent.
When I heard about them eventually, of course, falling apart, it did sadden me because I'd known Gustav back then. Whilst I wasn't in the Greater Finland, I knew about it. I knew how enthusiastic about it he was at the time. And of course, as all good things, they do slowly come to an end. But then here we are. We now have, of course, the First Imperial and the Ottoman Empire, full of people who were passionate about that group or come from them or just know the people who were in it. The roots are deep there. I've been in groups who are allied with them, which again, it's just shown how there are so many groups out there, but yet they're all tied in some weird, wacky way or another. Some of you who do know that I originally is from what the Great Finland went to, the IWB, which is now defunct, of course, being the Third Lancashire in the Ottoman Empire. But hey, again, I'm bad with speeches. So my main point is that everything is tied together in some way. You're never separated. You all find ways to come close together. Hell, I never thought I would be here, but I am. And am I complaining? No, I enjoy it. Like, yeah, cool. Anyway, Chalumi, you were next, I think.
Thank you. Many of you don't know me. I am Staff Sergeant Chalumi of the First Imperial. I am a civilian in your group. Thank you, Darren. When I first joined VR Chat, I immediately joined the First Imperial because I found Greater Finland through VR Chat Legends on the fandom, and immediately I was greeted by Gustav. I filled out the appropriate form, and I was in. Yeah, I don't have this written up, so I'm just gonna pull it out of my ass. I have many reasons to thank the First Imperial for. This is more like a distraction from the real world, and I'm so thankful for joining. But I have every reason to thank Gustav and the commanding officers for everything they've done for me and my life here in the First Imperial. But it's pretty much a thank you message for all of you. Not only just the First Imperial, but the Ottoman Empire as well. But God, now I'm embarrassed. Alright, I think I'm done.
You're fine, Chalumi. Come here, mate. Come here.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Come on, Chalumi. Come here, boy.
Give him a hug, give him a hug.
No, let him be.
There we go.
Come here,
Oh,
mate.
shoot. I
There
dropped
you
my
go.
hand. Jeff, I will kill
There we
you.
go.
Very good
Okay,
job.
let's keep going on the line here.
Go,
I think
buddy.
Carlo's next.
Okay, Speed,
He's a good
come
boy.
here.
Is it me?
Today is the day of confession.
You good
Yes,
boy?
you
Oh,
have
it's
raised
you,
arm and
Speed.
been,
Okay.
yeah.
I dropped
Yeah.
my
Oh,
controller and he
Hello?
went to go get it.
A lot of you won't know me from Stayed. I joined near the beginning of 2022. I finally became an E1 about 3 weeks ago. Became an E2 yesterday. A couple people know me, like Pug and Badaway. When I first started playing VR Chat, I wanted to find a good group, but I could never find one that really stayed, like as a group. Then I found the First Imperial map. I went on it once with some friends to check it out. And the next day I went on it, and it was a public one. So I went on, and I found Woods and a couple other of the 79th, and I decided to sign up. And then, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Field Marshal came in asking some questions about why I wanted to join, what age I was, and I was about 1.5 years under the minimum age. But after Field Marshal knew me for about 2 hours, I realised I was really into roleplay, I knew my stuff, I was a lot more mature than anyone else that I know, and then I was allowed in. I was an exception. So, Field Marshal isn't here anymore, but I'm just gonna thank Callie because I guess he's here. So thanks. And I'm late to events because my Discord has been broken for the past 2 weeks. I'm sorry again for that, Callie. I was given a time yesterday by Pug, but it started early. Sorry.
Don't worry about it, kid.
It's about me done. Thanks.
Very good, mate. You just go back to the line right there. Good. Now,
Carlos.
actually,
Back over there. Yes.
You.
Gustav watching us, so
I know.
Dario.
I don't know.
Can I be the last one to say I want to say something?
I'm gonna keep this short. I am newer than most people. But I would like to make friends with everyone here. Your outfits look great and your smile's bright. I'm excited for our future partnership together. Thank you. Sorry for the text to speech.
Very nice, Crater. Let's go.
That is some hella creativity.
right?
Luffy.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
Luffy and then Hollow goes in and then J and then
I'm gonna stand
Alpha.
up for this.
G9 and the cloud.
Yep. I'm gonna leave Hollow
Hey,
before.
so I'm gonna keep this really short because these are really long. So I have made so many friends since I've joined. I've judged people way too quickly. I've made mistakes, yes, but I've made too many friends to count for that. And I love everybody in here. And to know that you guys share the same feelings that I do about everyone in your group, knowing that you have made friends, family, fucking comrades, everything, it's so worth it. And I want to have that same relationship with all of you because it is a lot of fun and it is extremely important. And I feel so welcome in this group. And everyone is so nice. And I just know that you guys are the same. And there's nothing better in life than having friends and family. And that's all.
Thank you, Luffy. Okay, hello, come up for this one, and then we'll get the J and Alpha.
Oh, I was actually just going to allow everyone else to finish theirs. That was the
BTS,
last one.
shut up and come to the stage.
Alright, fair enough.
Yes.
Alright, anyways.
Darwin be dominating.
Hello. Then. Anyways, I'm going to make this one quickly because these two deserve it behind me. But either way, I'm actually not part of the Finnish or the Ottoman, sadly, but I do represent my own group. But I'm here to say to everyone here, from the first Imperials to my right to the Ottomans to my left. You guys, some of them don't know me and some do, like Darian and Hines and all that. And Chalumi and White Strauss over here. But I'm going to summarize this real quickly, okay? I seeing everyone today and all that makes me realize is you should be proud of all of you. All of you should be proud of yourselves. Just give yourself a pat on the back because all these wonderful people would have never met if it wasn't for you. All these fun memories that we all cherish would never happen if it wasn't for us deciding, guys, hey, you want to socialize? Yeah, sure. But in summary is, through all the years that you and both have been through, I think you should be proud for that. And I feel as though that I should put that as that. Thank you.
Thank you, Hollow. Yay!
I know all you guys don't know me, and some of you guys do. I'm newer, not fully new, but when I joined the Ottoman Empires, not knowing what I was going to get into, I found a family. They work hard. They respect each other. Sometimes we joke around, yes, but we all respect. And thank you guys for being allies with us. And I hope to move on in the future for all eternity together. And thank you for my speech.
Thank you, Jay. How we go? Alper, the pool.
BTS?
Oh.
Turkish man number 25. Let's go.
Denied. After speeches, you will have your turn.
No, leave him be. Maybe he has to go though.
I do actually want a speech. That's why I
Then
want.
Over here.
Oh, come on.
Then you should have come here when I said. Get over here. Get over to the side there.
Well, I just get my mind.
Yeah, that's stuff. So I was part of the both groups. Technically, I'm better in the first Imperial because due to IRL stuff, and you know what I mean. Basically, I was in the both groups. I'm helping with the both groups with propagandas, which I'm happy to. They always helped me with the stuff. Even though, as a friend, I'm really appreciative with our time. Like, when I bored, we were always talking with each other, and you made me happy.
Oh.
Even though I couldn't spend a lot of time with maybe in the first Imperial that much, but I am glad to having an ally like this. I'm glad to having everyone in here, because everyone in here is nice, and you guys the reason why I'm having a nice day or night or whatever it is basically. Even people at the back, I met some of them in my past, and they always made me happy. They always protected me and guided me about some stuff I knew it was wrong. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanna say thank you everyone for being yourselves and being a great ally. I salute all of you.
Thank you, Alper.
That's
I
pretty
really
much it.
appreciate it. And now for the last speech of the day, Aaron. Come on, boy.
Darian,
Yes,
I want to
sir.
say something in the
Oh
last.
yeah,
Go on, boy!
go there. Just go there. I forgot. Go.
Alright, Aaron and then Thom.
So, when I first joined the first Imperial, I made a lot of friends and I had a lot of fun. But either way, I had also, like, some people were, like, judging me about some other stuff and accusing me of stuff I didn't do. But then I got supported by a lot of my friends, which never made me give up. And now I'm literally making progress. Yeah, I'm doing great job, and yeah, I really want you guys to not give up, even if people judge you really, really much, and just be happy. And yeah, it's my really first time being in this anniversary thing, and I really liked it because I already met like the Ottoman new community, which I never knew about you guys. But like, I really see that you guys are really positive, and I really like it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Controller clap for you.
Let's join controllers.
There you go.
Ottoman, Kior say hi to you.
Yes?
He wanted me to tell you that.
Hi, Kior.
Alright, fine.
Kior.
Yeah.
Kior wanted to tell you hi.
Yeah.
Hello. We say hi to him too.
Yeah.
Yo, Thomas.
Alright.
Get your ass up
China,
there.
let's go.
Yeah, Chinaman.
Is that all?
Hey.
Well, I'm Thomas. I joined. Oh, God, fuck. Okay, I joined VR back in 2019, almost near the end of it. I joined in Greater Finland like in middle of 2020 back then. I don't know any military roleplay back then before I joined the Greater Finland. So I'm glad that Gustav make a group in Czech like Greater Finland. It's like a big family. So every time like I back in school back then, I don't usually have a good day. Like after home, I pretty like to go to go to call, seeing people in there and talk with them. It's pretty good. I'm sad
Yeah, you
that
never leave the
Greater Finland,
VC.
the old group have disbanded. I kind of sad that, but I'm happy that Gustav is doing great. He's in his own group. Everything is going great too, and in Ottoman too. So I look forward to know all of you guys in the first Imperial. I don't know many of you. I only know Rouse because he was in the Greater Finland too. Pretty good guy. So hope to look forward to meet you
Yes,
all.
baby.
So
Right there for fun.
Oh god.
Rouse,
You
can do that later.
I'm glad that we all stand together in here, like together in the same world. Cause back then we have a little bit like not good time, but everything settled, everything back to normal. We both group like stand together in the same world. So hope to look forward to you all in the first Imperial. So I salute to you all.
Thank you, Thomas. Hey, yo, let's get a cheer for the China.
Yeah, Chinaman!
If I don't send you first to Jesus, come here. Pong.
There we go.
Yo, wait, Hillbilly,
Can I have
Chan,
your phone
Fendrid, anybody wanna say something from back there?
I was currently getting mauled by a corgi. I think I should be good.
Hey, can you give him
What now?
He's getting mauled by a dog.
Come up here, mate.
Scheiße.
I was getting mauled by the old WAF mascot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Alright.
He's being a little bit
Silencio.
Okay. So, hi. A lot of you don't know me. Some of you do. I know that everyone on this stage does know me. I'm Fenrir. I'm currently representing Belka here, which is part of the AUC, which is that flag over there. Yeah. I was sort of going back and forth on if I wanted to say anything, but I think it's very important to say something, since groups rarely get together in situations like this. I joined Greater Finland, back in June or July last year, and I was the one leading their air force before everything sort of went down and things sort of went weird. So I'm very familiar with everyone here on stage. Well, apart from you guys over there, except Rouse. I know Rouse. It's honestly, I have heard a lot about this sort of alliance that's gone on between the groups, but never really seen it myself, and it's something that very much is something to be proud of, because a lot of the time groups like this, they go through a lot of turmoil, a lot of internal stress, a lot of just infighting and stuff, that to see, I don't even know how many groups are here. How many are here, Darian?
Well, if we count you and Hollow, 4.
4? It's still a lot.
If we count you and Hollow, but like on the main scale with actual people too.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people still fighting and being an alliance about a common goal. It might not be about military or strength, but as a lot of people here have said before, it's about friendship and family. Certainly, ever since I left Greater Finland back in October, I haven't really dabbled much in RP groups. That was sort of my last one, well, except for this one. But honestly, talking back with Gustav yesterday was the first time I'd seen him in like 7 months. I'm trying to math in my head. And people sometimes don't change, people do change. But what's best is that people understand the past and can learn and move away from it. Which, as Darian said, is the reason that we have all these flags back here. The past, the present, and what we're working towards in the future. So, I obviously didn't come with a plan or anything to say, but I would like to thank everyone for coming, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you guys. It's causing you all again.
Yo, thank you, Fenrir.
Good job,
Yo.
PTS.
Yes.
Thread.
Permission to be excused, sir.
Excused or dismissed? Do you have to go for minutes or
Dismissed.
dismissed? Okay. Thread.
You want to say
For the people for the
something?
fatherland.
I just gotta say,
For the people
I've been
for the
having a
fatherland.
great view this entire
Thread,
time.
you are dismissed.
He's being a midget.
We have been standing here for like an hour 40.
You guys can bonk me if you want. Enjoy it.
Goofy, what the fuck?
No. I just didn't mean it.
Okay, boys, everybody, listen for a second.
No.
Everybody, come on. So, boys,
Calm down.
for the last parts of the kind of thing, we are gonna make a little bit of a group picture. So I'm gonna ask everybody if you guys could just actually line up right in front of the stage, like literally in front of it. Just everybody make a nice pretty line. Just make a split between like Ottoman and the First Imperial, one on one side and the other on the other side. For the Ottomans, you make it on regiment if you can.
Hey,
Yep.
by the way, you're saluting.
Why is my finger doing this?
You're saluting.
You doing Go in. What? Go in order.
Also, Ottomans, can you make it on regiment, please? Just for the sake of uniformity.
Go over here.
What does this mean?
Floppy go like to 98.
this way, lads.
On my left,
Just
there you go.
You and me.
There you go.
Oh, you saying that?
In there. Nobody fucking.
You go.
I'm
Ottomans, just
here,
do
so I don't even
one
need a
step
pedal,
to
so
your
I'm big
right. Ottomans, do a little
Get
step
a little
to
too
the
close
right.
to the stage.
Yo, do a few steps to the
No,
right.
it's okay. As long as you
And
stand still, it'll be
Keys and Ray
fine.
fit into the Ottoman.
Get in here,
To the Ottoman regiment, to the 42nd.
I cannot bring out the camera.
Kaneki,
Thank
come
you
here.
so much.
Ray,
my name.
It doesn't matter.
my leg.
come here. Fit into your regiment.
Small, you can go here.
98, right. Make it a little bit, listen, make it a little bit of hinted. So, actually, subject, come here. Subject, come here.
Arian.
Yes?
Is the group only or are the attendees involved as well?
No, they are gonna come in the picture too. I'm gonna tell them.
Coco, go down. There we go.
Go down.
There you go, see?
Okay, put your foot to the ground, stick to it, don't move.
Dude, I can't. My stick drift is so bad.
I thought it was big.
98, just make a little bit tilted. Subject here. Like next to forward.
My ears.
Subject, come in front of me.
Emotional, damn it.
In front of me.
Get your phone.
Oh my god.
I cannot deal with this
It's
stick
true,
drift.
yes.
Take a good
Low
picture
key,
here.
you
Yes,
come in the
make
front,
it
come
now.
right
Yeah,
in
I'm
front of me.
literally. My ears, bro.
Or just go
My
to the side,
ears.
because I'm gonna put you in front of
Hey,
them.
lads,
Someone
keep pushing
help.
forward.
Eyes forward. Eyes forward.
My helmet.
Eyes forward.
Shana, come on. Facing forward. I
Helvete, för i helvete var det här?
I'm sure you got
I'm
ears
stay behind them,
covered.
stay behind them because they're big. Kaneki,
I'm big, I
go
guess.
here, Kaneki, here.
Fantastic.
No,
Maybe yes.
Did you not bring the Nokia brick?
We're in debt.
Behind you.
Wait, no, det är för tall.
No, you've been wrong. You've been wrong. I can remember there were
That's a good question.
Yes, okay, let me think. Wait,
Oh my god, I hate this stick drift.
Ottoman side just stand right here. Make it just like
you're
behind
not
the
touch
side.
that.
Next to
technically we
Psycho.
did.
I have pneumonia right now, yeah, I've been
I'm
coughing this whole
gonna do
entire
the- I'm gonna do the
time.
funny.
I pissed badly, I'm hungry, I've been here for almost 2 hours.
Put me down or something.
Don't be like everybody you say.
What the freak?
I will be like everybody you say. Bro, why you bullying me, bro? For fuck's sake.
Go to the floor, you're floating, come on.
My OBI doesn't work.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I can't go lower.
Okay, I need to fix your locomotion. I need to make a locomotion full body.
literally the only reason.
Okay,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, first Imperials, come on, shut up.
Darren,
Oh, fuck.
you want me to stand here or what?
Everybody, attention!
It really is.
I'm checking the time so I see if I get shouted at or not. Now, okay, so Sally, just get somewhere. I'm gonna make the picture and I'm gonna send them in the first Imperial as well.
Very pog. I will stay right here.
Maybe
In front of the tall guys.
All avatars enabled. Yes, I'm not gonna do the Russian University when my avatar didn't show. Holy shit, we are so fucking many. One. Need to go a little bit behind. Nah, should be good. Now I'm gonna stand right here with my boys. Fine, can you get the regimental flag up?
I was actually about to ask that, yeah.
Send it up. Dragon,
I'd have a spoon.
Dragon, can you get the regimental flag up?
Hey Chen, if you want, you can scoot up a little closer.
And Gazi, can you go in front? Some. Yep. And Thomas, come to the 98. Thomas, come to the 98. Just fit somewhere. Just Ein, if you can hold it like straight, but a little bit tilted forward or behind.
Wait, here?
Something like this. Yes, something like that.
I don't have mine.
Something that looks good, but oh, you just send the Ottoman one, Gazi, and crouch. The Ottoman and crouch, basically.
There you go.
Okay. Try to go a little bit. Just look at me.
Yes.
More at me, like this. Okay, now disable and re-enable your flag. Also, Ray, Vimo, and Nobu, go a little bit closer to Jay and tighten the line very much so you guys don't stand in the flag. And Flea with Kraka, go closer to each other, please. Just a tight bit, very tight bit. Bro, on the line, BK. Motherfucker. Or actually, just crouch here. Ray, if you can just crouch here. There you go. This should go pretty right. Now, boys, look in front of you. I'm gonna also show the camera so you guys can look at it. Hold on, let me remember how to do.
I think
There you go.
I
You
can
guys
actually
should
see
a
it.
camera somewhere. You guys should. It's very small.
We
though,
can
if
see
you
it.
have
We
low
can
res.
see it. Don't worry about it, Darren.
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
it.
look at it, and boys, everybody say for honor and duty, boys.
For honor and duty.
For
You gotta. No one included the boys at the end. You've got to say for honor and duty, boys.
For honor and duty, boys.
Okay, now boys, do the funny faces. Be funny, like you know,
No funny German salute though. No funny German salute.
No, not that, not German salute. The German salute is gay.
No funny German salute for fuck's sakes.
That's fully gay.
Shut up.
Okay, boys.
Oh my god.
Where'd you get the minigun from? Shh. Don't ask.
Be funny, but be silent.
Yo, boys, everybody, okay. I mean, should we, Kelly, do you wanna dismiss them so we can just fuck around and fuck all?
Yeah, let's do that.
Lieutenant?
Okay, you go first from left to right, because fuck all knows why.
That's alright.
PTS.
How about we? Who said that? Hey, Tusha, do you two have to
If
be
there is
first,
an order.
by the way?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, let's just dismiss all the first Imperials so we can get to socializing with the Ottomans and have some fun,
Leave me
shall we?
alone, bitch.
Alright?
Yeah.
First Imperials?
No.
Raise your arms. For the people, for the fatherland.
For the people, for the land.
For the people, for the fatherland.
You are dismissed. Turn into your civil outfits if you want to.
I need a piss. Excuse me.
Oh, don't move
Been
around.
holding for fucking
Glory and eternal state, boys. There we go, you're all dismissed. You may raise down your arms.